All right. Okay, and we should be live. We should be live. All right, sorry about the little bit of a delayed intro there, folks, but I had to take care of a few things. Took a little bit longer than expected. But hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be doing some more Sprite art, honestly. All right, so I'll tell you what our plan is here in a moment. First, I'm going to catch up with chat. Captain Crazy, congrats on that first. Let's enjoy your lyric. And Madman, good to see you, too. How you doing? How is everyone today, by the way? Hope you are doing well. And you may be going, oh, why are you doing Sprite work again? Well, friends, that's because the other day, whenever I was in Eve's stream, you know, watching it from the chat, at one point, she brought up, she brought up the Sprite that I made her again and said, so, next you're going to make one so I can mod myself into the game, right? And she was just joking around about, because she's already beaten Minish Cap now. But I jokingly said, oh, all right, I'll get one done for whenever Zelda 1 is, when it's time for Zelda 1. It was a joke, but now it's not. I'm going to do it anyway. So we're going to be doing some 8-bit goodness. Just Archipelago, and I still need to learn how to set that up. I still need to learn how to set that up. That would be fun. But yeah, we're going to go new. We're going to create a new sprite of, let's go by 1280 by 720, just so the canvas will be big enough. It'll be too big, but you know what? It'll give us the space we need at the least, And I'm going to need a frame of reference. So let me go ahead and get those real quick, because that's sort of important, Documents, Sprite references, Zelda 1, characters, link. There we go. Oh, and we have a Soleil with us. Nice. And now I need to get my Eve reference again, though I could probably do it from memory at this point. I've got what she looks like pretty much locked inside my head, but I need to go ahead and get that fixed. Not fixed. But I need to go and get not having a reference fixed, is what I meant to say, Though some people may say if she's constantly stuck in my head, that may be an issue, because then I'm just hearing con all the time, but really, I'm okay with that. All right. Pictures, friend pics, Eve, references, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab standby. No, skip it. There we go. All right. Now I can close this. Hey Banjo, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome in. Good to have you here. I hope you're doing well today. 7-Eleven is your favorite convenience store? It is a good convenience store. It helps out quite a bit. Hi, this is an Eve. We're gonna be making some Zelda-based sprites based on Eve. It was I said at the very beginning of the stream that it was originally a joke that I would go ahead and make a full sprite sheet based on Zelda 1 for her. But it sounds like a fun time, honestly. So let's do it. A com? No, this is me doing it just for free. I'm that kind of guy. I'll do things for free. But I do sometimes do commissions. They open up on Ko-fi every once in a while, which, for those of you who don't know, I actually do have my Ko-fi link down below. I link it to the donations panel, but I also sometimes open Sprite art commissions there. So if you're ever curious about it, that's where I'll open them. You got a lag spike? That'll happen. It's just, if you're using mobile, that'll happen. Or if you're having trouble sometimes, maybe check and see if low latency mode might be causing an issue. Or if you've maybe not cleared your cache on your PC in a while. We're making 8-bit Eve today, Jade. Welcome in, by the way. All right, I'm gonna pull the reference over here. And then we're gonna go ahead and go over here, drag this way. So we have our link reference, link ref, and now I'm gonna shift N to get a new layer. outline layer. There we go. All right. So really, I don't need to look at the reference of Eve just yet, but it's always nice to just have it ready, you know? Link, go kill those chickens. Oh no! Link, don't do it! You have so much to live for! Alright. So I need to get the base outline here. We can easily see that it's a 16 by 16 sprite. So 16 pixels by 16 pixels. So that's gonna be the easy part. First, I need to figure out the base outline of where the sprite will need to start and where it will need to end. So that green line right there is actually going to help out a ton. Let's go ahead and do a base outline. We're going to go with blue. We're going to go on the outline layer. Zoom in here. Zoom and enhance. All right, let's get the base outline. All right, looks like, because we want the base shape here. So let's just get the base shape. Because we will have to make this close to 1-to-1, but not quite the same. We want the base shape. So let's go ahead and go up to about here, and then here for the top of the head. All right, this goes down to about here. Then for the arm movement, we get that. That goes down to there. Get a bit of an outline. This way we know exactly where the outer part of the sprite is. Okay. Now I can move this down like so. Okay. Simple enough, am I right? Take this chance to work on your own portfolio? Hell yeah. And thank you for the good work to me. I appreciate it. I like to think I do decent with sprite stuff. I'm not the best, but I like to think I can do decent. Now let's get pink here. All right, head outline needs to be about there to match up. Okay. And then for the shield, we need to make sure that it's marked so that we can see a clear difference. We'll mark that as yellow. So shield will be right there. Oh, I was holding caps lock instead of shift. I thought I had, there we go. All right. And then the arm would also start right there. Perfect. Okay, we have the base outline for how this is supposed to go. All right. So we have the base outline. Now we need to work on it. Do I do the twin tail or the long hair version, though, for the 8-bit sprite? Twin tail might be easier. Good, to be honest, the Mishcap style Eve last time was very inspiring. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what? Let me show you a couple of my other ones that I've done in the past, because I've also done a couple. I've done a couple for Muse in the past as well. Let me show that off real quick. All right, Adventure, Aseprite. Where was it? There it is. Muse. All right, I'm gonna bring the large size one right about here. All right. Yeah, I've done a Chrono Trigger style art as well, so. And it's a lot easier said than done, because I like to make sure that the hair is actually done in a bit of a different style, because instead of making it to where it's all black outline, I will go ahead and make, as you can see, it's a bit of a darker purple right here, whereas the rest, whenever it gets to the clothes, and the skin, that's more the black outline. But yeah, I've done Chrono Trigger style before. Was not easy. It was hard, very, very hard. I'll just showcase how I do a lot of the different sprites I do. All right, let's see. Like, I've done repo comms, because I've made repo animations for folks. Let's see if I can just go ahead and pull one in. I'll pull one in that I did for... I'll pull in one that I did for Sherry. Jawbreaker Sherry. Which is, it's going to be a two-parter, so I'm going to bring both these in as two different files. You can see this one, pretty much, these were animated for whenever people could use them as Fugies. So we had one that was just idle. and then one for when talking. Mm-hmm. Hey Liz, welcome in, welcome in. I used to Sprite edits? Hell yeah. But yeah, I've done a lot of different sprites, and these right here were fully custom. I just looked at the repo guys and went, okay, how do their bodies work? How are they shaped? All right, I have a couple more that I'll show off real quick, but I don't want to show off too much because I do want to get to work on things. Like one thing I know you all have seen is, do I have this right? I think this is the right one. Like one you all have definitely seen is this, my March emote. I made this myself. As well as I made, where is it? Ah, here we go. I also made this. Yeah. Yep. I do a lot of different types of sprite works. I'm trying to master as many styles as I can. The new ones are actually made by someone else. If you post one, you can click on them and see the art attribution, because I like to make sure to attribute all my artists. Because I'm still a beginner. I'm learning slowly but surely, but I am still a beginner. But yes, I need to start work on this instead of just showing off the entire damn time. Like that one right there was done by, I want to say the name was Bootsy or something like that. If I remember correctly? The attribute will be there. All right, that's one. I need to do another outline. So let's go ahead and we're going to marquee, copy, paste, drag that over here. Actually, we'll drag it over one more just so it lines up with this. Okay. Discard, and we're gonna move both these up. Because I need to make sure things are lined up proper. Like this one, it is no longer lined up proper. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of this. I'm gonna erase on this one. I didn't need to erase that much. Okay. That right there. Okay. Now we need blue. I'm just gonna erase that, make sure that, okay. Now we can do the outline. It's bop, 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 bop. Okay. Let's also grab the yellow so we can make sure the outline is done correctly. Delete these, because the head stays completely still. It's just the rest of the body that doesn't. Actually, that one, I can leave that like that. All right. Wait, no. Right there. All right. We're gonna also see this one. Ooh, yeah. We need to get the blue again. Because we need to make sure this lines up correctly. Otherwise, it won't work if it ever gets modded in. Yeah, the head stays still, so we can leave the pink there. Okay. All right. So yellow outline is where the shield breaks away from the torso. So we're just gonna bump, 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 like that. And actually, we'll also do that right there. Get the blue so we can have the outline. There we go. Now we have the base outline for that too. I'm gonna have to do a completely different one for the side view though. Nice. Look forward to the final form. Oh, so do I. So do I. For now, you also have a piece to finish. Hell yeah. We love people doing art around here. When you get the base body shape, for Link here? This is going to be interesting to get lined up. Okay. Okay, so normally Link comes down to like this then. This makes my eyeball sore. 3D was done much better in Mario 64, which came out 2 whole years before this clunky piece of crap you worship so much. Alright, I'm just gonna bring this down like that. And there we go. Okay, got the base outline now. You recognize those lyrics? Yes, indeed. Gotta make sure the skin tone ones are separated. So this is where the hair separates from the skin. And now I'm gonna use yellow for the arm. There we go. And like that. And then... yeah, I'll separate that right there too. Alright, that should be good for that. At least the side view ones are a lot easier to do. Alright, so we're getting the base outlines here. Alright. We're gonna go back to blue. Because once we have all these base outlines, we'll be golden. Because we just need to make sure that we know where the entire sprite used to go to for Link itself. Now, I am choosing to forego these 2 pieces of the hair, but that's just, we're going to be adjusting and making hair stuff on our own anyway. Okay. Alright, base outline there. Now we need where the skin separates. Ooh. Okay. I'm glad I did that, because that would have been a headache to figure out later. Because we need to make sure the arms are in the right spots, too. Of course, pop, 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 pop. Okay. Have an idea for another sprite edit you want to do? Should start on that soon. Ooh, what sprite edit are you thinking of, Madman? Yeah, once we get all these outlines, once we get all these space outlines done, we'll be able to get real quick work. What's the music playing? It is called Ocarina of Bebop. Yeah, it's just someone took the Ocarina of Time music and ran it through a bebop synthesizer. Ooh, a Castlevania style one? Hell yeah. We love Castlevania around these parts. Yeah, one day I want to go ahead and make a Castlevania edit for Castlevania 1, just so I can put myself in there and just go through the castle. It'll be my umpteenth thousand playthrough of Castlevania on NES, but I love that game. That'd be cool, right? But have you seen how many sprites there are to Simon Belmont? Jesus Christ. He has a chunky sprite sheet. Very chunky sprite sheet. Alright. I'm not even clicking the thing, that's why. There we go. Okay, again, we're not going to worry too much about things. We're just gonna go down, get the base outline. And we're just gonna erase that up there. For the back, did they just flip it? If they just flipped it, that's gonna make it so much easier. I think they just flipped it. Hold up. Yes, they just, okay, good. That makes it easier for the back. Perfect. All right. So now we need to make sure that there is a separation between the head and torso. So we're gonna go ahead and make sure you outline that. And now the rest is just so we can tell where the skin and arms start. There we go. And then we don't have to worry about any more of that because we can just flip that one. So that makes this real easy because we can just do a little bit of this. Control, paste, shift horizontal, and then just drag it over here. Perfect. You'll love to see it. Then we just need to do 3 different ones right here because these right here will be, you know, the attack sprite, the attack animation ones. Because here's the thing, folks. When it comes to the shield, you may think that we're going to be replacing it, but no, the shield is going to stay exactly the same. I'm just going to be making edits around the shield. That also goes for whenever it comes to the magical shield. This magical shield, well, one thing you may have not have noticed is with the magical shield, whenever Link's attacking with it, he actually doesn't move his arms. It's literally just the sword popping out. So when you have the magical shield, the animation is completely different. So for that, all I have to do is just take the other sprites and just copy paste the magical shield, and we're good. Nice and easy. Oh, right. That's why I couldn't see outlines. The layers turned off. That'll do it! All right, so let's get the outline here. Bum, 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 ba, ba. You know, folks, I'm a bit of a weirdo when it comes to Ocarina of Time. It's one of the Zelda games that I just can't go back to. Don't get me wrong, it was amazing when it came out. But for me, it's just a thing of I can't go back to it. The controls and the way the world is, it just doesn't jive with me anymore. Which sucks, because I loved it as a kid. But it's just nowadays, it feels off. If that makes any sort of sense. Though I will say, the controls on the N64, those aged like fine milk. I am way too used to Twilight Princess and Wind Waker controls. I can't go back to Ocarina of Time controls. As much as I want to. I can't. I tried. Want to play a Zelda game with a bow? Oh, Wind Waker. Yeah, that's a good one. I love Wind Waker. Wind Waker is one of my all-time favorites, honestly. It's just so well done. Okay, outline going down to the arm is like that. There we go. Okay. Hey Liz, welcome in, welcome in. Don't have 3 hands for the N64 controller? Fun fact! The N64 controller wasn't actually meant to have your left hand on the the N64 controller's endowment, so to speak. What it was is you're supposed to hold it like a standard NES controller or Super Nintendo controller on both the left and right, and then as the time came for it, you would then move your right hand to the middle one to adjust for manual aiming, and it'd work like a twin-stick shooter. That's actually the way Turok was originally meant to be played, and then they decided, you know what, fuck it. People are just staying on the sitting with the left hand on the thumbstick. We'll go with that. So that's how that was originally done. Mm-hmm. Fun little history lesson for you. It's weird, but it's the truth. Ooh, we're gonna go up, 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 beep, boop, up, beep, bop, boop, bop. Okay, base outline. You're aware of working N64? Ah, nice, nice. Oh, God, N64 was one of my favorite systems for the longest time. Then we got the GameCube. Rest in peace, you beautiful machine. GameCube is just, it's perfection. GameCube is perfection, and no one can convince me otherwise. There's just so much that was done with the GameCube that hasn't been done since, honestly. There we go. All right, then I need a little bit of that. There we go. Okay. Can agree with that? Yeah, the GameCube was a magnificent machine. Absolutely magnificent. I miss it so much. There's a reason why everyone has been wanting F-Zero GX brought back. And yeah, we have it technically on the Switch, but it's through that subscription service. And it's the advanced subscription service at that, which makes it bittersweet, because I would have liked it better on just the Virtual Console. RIP Virtual Console, by the way. May it rest in peace. But, oh man, Woodstock. I miss it so much. Okay, we need to go that. Bop, 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 bop. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and separate like this. Ah. Okay. Go all the way up there for that. Then yellow. All right. We got our outlines. It may seem like Link is a neon nightmare right now, but trust me, there's a method to my madness. Now, before anything else, I am going to do a little bit of something to make this easier on my own eyes, which is I'm going to move all these over accordingly. This one needs to be moved over one. This one needs to be moved over where there's space right there between. Right. This one needs to have its foot all the way against the back. Like that. Okay, this one we're gonna do. And then we're gonna do the same here. Okay, that. I'm gonna move this right over to here. We do the same here. I'm just lining things up to make it easier on me later on, instead of having to adjust this manually. You know? Because once I get, you know, the proper outlines for Eve done, then the sprite might be too big if I don't have this all moved over now. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Because the thing is, folks, once we get these sprites done, the rest come easy. These are the main ones that we need. So, what we're going to do is we're going to hit Control. We're going to save as Zelda style. Zelda. I have caps lock on. Whoops. Zelda 1. Everino. Z1 Eve sheet. There we go. All right. Now, this is where we're going to start doing some work. Because we were just getting the outline for this part. Now we actually have to make it look like the little lady. All right, so we could have her ears down, which will help us out here. So that's going to be the main thing we're going to do. So let's go ahead and go from the outline layer. We're going to make another layer. This is going to be the... we'll just call this the bits layer. Just because this is where the actual bits are going to come into play. You want to get out of bed, but I don't want to get out of bed? That is very valid and fair. Very valid and fair. All right, now to make this work, we are going to have to use Link's original skin tone. Just because without it, we will have some issues. And you may be going, what issues do you mean, Ohm? Well, the issues are as such. If we don't use Link's original skin tone, it could screw with the hex code whenever going in and if it gets used to mod, you know? So we gotta be aware of that. All right, there's one for that. All right. Now looking at this, you know, we're gonna go and make this the head layer, actually. Because we're gonna go ahead and redo this on multiple parts. Go. It will be getting covered up a little bit right here, so we're just gonna... Nope, didn't need to delete that one. We did need to delete that one, though. Okay. Perfect. Alright, once more into the breach. Just gonna bada bing, bada boom. Alright, then we're just gonna bop, bop, bada up, bada up. Because, yeah, we gotta make sure that everything will line up well with the hex code. So, technically, this means that the sprite made will probably still end up being... Probably still end up wearing green, if I'm being real. Though, we're gonna see if we can change it to white. There, perfect. All right, now for the back. But yeah, the hex code is always going to be a thing, because as much as we like to try to change things around, even whenever modding base Zelda itself, you know, all the different Link edits and stuff like that, usually they keep to the same color scheme, even if they want to have them wearing, say, the Zora tunic. Because in Zelda 1, there is actually a hex code change, which makes it to where you go from green to blue to red from the different power rings. That is actually really important to the game itself, because if that code is changed, it can cause glitches. So, it is what it is. Hey, Osamu. All right, I'll stretch. Oh, there we go. That felt good. I was shrimping in my seat, so. Because I haven't, I mean, true. I hadn't. I legit hadn't. All right, got that there. How do we do this one over here? Okay, yeah, that's how we did it. Okay, I'm gonna do that like this, that, and then fill. What I'm gonna do is on the outline layer, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that right there. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, how you doing, Osamu? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm on the outline layer still. Whoops. There we go, like that. Fill that in. Okay. But yeah, if we change the skin tone as well, it'll mess up just in general as well, because all the other NPCs have the same skin tone. All characters in the game share the same skin tone. You don't want to mess with those hex values. Thing is, what we can change, however, is the brown. We can change that around. We can change the brown, and what we'll do is... Because we gotta leave green for the outfit, but brown we can. But the brown we can change around to being the yellowish blonde. So we'll figure out how to do that. Because first we need to get things lined up. Okay. And we got the heads done. Now we need to get the shield done. Because the shields are another constant. The head and the shield are the main constant here. So, shift in, shield layer. Okay. Oh, that felt better. Nice. So what, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and go with, you know what, let's just take this, we'll take this yellow here. Make that our shield layer. And we'll just fill that in for now. Ah! I forgot. One of those is on the outline layer, that yellow coloration. Whoops. Ah, there it is. Much better. All right, let's try this same shit again. Alrighty then. We'll just make sure. Oop, I hit the wrong button. I hit B to get the move tool. I did not want that. Let's change that. The shield's not viewable from the back. Okay, we don't have to worry about that there. However, right here it is. So. Down. Up. Oh, I'm a dingus. Okay. Well, we know this can go down here. All the way down there, in fact. Up one there. Perfect. Okay. There's the shield. That one doesn't have shield. This one does have the shield. Okay. Right there. Okay. That looks more right. Perfect. Mother pus bucket. All right, outline layer. Where did I? On the wrong tool. There we go. All right. Ah! All right. So in hindsight, making that yellow area, that yellow color for a separator, might have been a mistake. So we're gonna go onto the outline layer. We're gonna grab this yellow here, and we're gonna do Shift R. We're gonna make that more along the lines of bright green, just to make it easier on ourselves for right now. Okay. Alright, so, got the main shape here, but we do need, now the torso we can modify directly. Torso we can modify directly, you just need to figure out exactly where the arms and stuff need to be to make it look right. So, now comes time for the modification layer. Ah. Whoops. There we go. Outline modification. We will make this red. There we go. Because we need this to be fitting. We need this to be fitting, which means bop, 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 and shabop, bop. You make sure that looks right. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. That'll work well. Let's go ahead and delete that and do a little bit of that. There we go. That looks better. Okay. And you may be going, oh, what are you doing? I'm modifying it. You'll understand in time. You'll understand in time. All right, so all right. We know the hand goes there, so we'll just not worry too much about that. Go. All right. Ba da da ba 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 da ba ba beep 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 ba beep ba beep da beep ba beep ba beep ba ba beep ba doo. And okay, the hand would need to be right there-ish. So we're gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of this. That'll work. So let's put that right there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get rid of the blue outline on the side. We also need to go ahead and make sure that the feet are put properly on there. So there we go. Actually, maybe delete that. Yeah, that'll work. All right. Trying to figure out how we're going to go about this, because it's going to take a little bit of extra refining to get done right. This right here, we're going to keep this over here as well. Then we also need to make sure that getting it redone for this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. All right. You know, maybe adding all that green in there wasn't the best idea. So I was aligning it more with how Link Sprite does to try to go ahead and make it seem a little more fitting. But with mapping to make these modifications, just making it look like a jumbled mess. I'll make it work. All I know is that we definitely need to make sure that this stuff, that the outline is done properly. So if we don't do that, then it's not going to look right. Hey Earthbound, welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you, by the way. How you been? I hope you're doing well today. Turn off the base outline layer. Yeah, that'll look fine. On my drawing, I made a joke the other day, technically yesterday, whenever Eve was showing off the sprite, said that my sprites are really nice, and she made a joke about me making a full sprite sheet for her to add herself into Minish Cap, which, you know, she's already done with Minish Cap, so that was just a joke. I said, okay, so I'll make one this whenever you're in Zelda 1, when you get to that. And I said, that is a joke, and then I thought, yeah, fuck it, I'll do it anyway. Because why not, you know? So I'm doing a proper sprite sheet. Just gotta start off with these parts, and then I can add in the rest later. Thought they were weird looking burgers? You know what? I can see it. I can see your vision. Let's see, hold on. Okay, let's see. I need to make sure that these are done right now. Okay. So that would mean with this, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go bop, 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 bop. Hold up. Actually, this part right here would actually, I think this will work fine as is. So, let's get rid of the base outline. It's a little funky. It's a little funky. Not sure I like it. Let's go ahead and do that right there instead. No. I'll leave it looking a little funky. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, because there's gotta be the shoe down here too. True. All right. All right. Let's see what I can do here. Because we gotta do about... Oh, this one I can just flip. Okay, perfect. Makes it easy. I forgot about that. There we go. Okay. Now I need to do the action poses for the base outline, at least for the body. Okay. So. Yeah, definitely looking at it, what we're going to do is, instead of using the long-haired version, we're going to go ahead and use the twin-tail version. That'll make it easier on us. All right. That's some good tea. All right, over here. We need to do a little bit of that. Maybe not right there, actually. Hold up. That's where the handle come down. So really, this part's going to be covered by the hand. We don't need to worry about it. And the... like that. I think like that'll be fine, honestly. All right, let's take out the old outline. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay. Now from the side, how do we have that done again? Because I think we want to take the same as right here. Yeah, like that. But we do need to move the arm forward a little bit more. So that's the modifications we're going to make. We're going to go ahead and just go... erase that, and we're just gonna go ahead and bop, 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 bop. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. And then for the back, we're gonna... we're gonna steal this. Do it a little bit like that. Didn't realize the head was moved over that much from there, but you know what? It's fine. We'll do that. There we go. Okay. Whew, we got work to do on this. Cause I do need to make it to where her arm is more out this way. So maybe not like that. Maybe more. Yeah, more like that. All right, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, maybe take away the outline layer. All right, we got this to work with now. It's not much, but it's what we need. You know what? I should go ahead and do this. Just so that we know where the arm is. There we go. Should do the same here, honestly. Just so we know where the arm is. Better. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Do the same here. Up, up. There we go. I also need to make it to where we know where the leg is here, because we're going to be replacing a good chunk of this. Especially for the action poses. Okay. There we are. That'll look a bit better. All right. This is going to be a lot harder than I thought, folks. I thought it'd be a simple thing because we're only doing an 8-bit sprite. No! No. A 16 by 16-bit sprite is always going to take a lot of extra work. But it's fine. I got this. No fear. Yeah, these could take a surprise amount of time. Yeah. Just, yeah. Yeah. But that's okay. I'm up to the challenge. All right, over here. All right. Over here, I need to go. Need to get the outline of the hand. Oop. There we go. Let's try this. Hold up. Yeah, that's good. Okay. All right, looking at this. That middle one's this one right here is the main one I need to just, that is to see where the hand is. Damn it. All right. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. All right. Hey, Wolf, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, the less bit, the more you need to abstract. Exactly. Which I'm thinking maybe what I'll do is I'm gonna do a little bit of that. That. Okay. Just keep in mind, we haven't even taken the tail into account yet. That's going to be added dead last. All right. I think that's good enough for now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of the base outline layer. We don't need that anymore. We have our modified outline, so. Okay. Now, again, we are gonna have to use green. Because we can't change that hex code. So we're going to start with that now. We're going to go with cloth layer. All right. Let's go ahead and get this Dunion rings here. Let's go ahead and get the cloth going. That. It's gonna look a little funky, but you know what? It is what it is. No stretch yet? No, I stretched earlier. Oh, it must be on cooldown still. Gotcha. Bell pepper. I mean, it does sort of have a she does sort of have a bell pepper type poofiness right here, huh? But that's a good thing. It looks nice on the dress. Let's go ahead and do this, this, and this. We'll also do a little bit of this. There we go. And we'll do a little bit there and there as well. Okay. Alright, there we go. Definitely gonna be a challenge to get this done. As I said, I'm up for the challenge. I'll make sure it gets done. I gave my word after all. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. Okay. You know, I think on the shield, the shield layer will also use on the shoe layer. That just seems like a good idea. We should put one right there. Just, maybe not, actually. Yeah, just for now, just for now. It's slowly but surely coming along, but it's going to take a little bit of extra work here. Ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum. Like that. There we go. Okay. That's gonna be the harder one. This is gonna be the harder one to do. Because, yeah, you essentially have to give her a full-on green dress for this. Gonna make it a bit of a struggle, but... But again, we gotta keep with the hex code. Gotta keep with the hex code. There we go. Like that. There we are. Okay. It is what is exactly. Which makes me a little sad, because I'd like to give the proper white outfit, but have you seen the Zelda backgrounds? If you're wearing white on the Zelda background, you're just gonna blend into the background. Unless you're in a dungeon. Alright. So yeah, with limitation. But you know what? Limitations aren't always bad. Limitations often beget creativity. Green Eve isn't, yeah, Green Eve isn't bad at all. I think she could rock green, honestly. She could rock green pretty damn good. Ah! Changing a little bit. There, just... Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna make this easier on myself. There we go. Save myself a little bit of hassle. You can already see how it looks more like a dress instead of like Link's tunic here. Except for on this one. This one, there's just no getting around it. Because it's gonna flare out. It was either I let this flare out, or, you know, you could see way too high up there, and it's just thinking, no, we're not doing that to Eve. No. She's a classy lady. Mm-hmm. Hey, NS-Men, welcome in, welcome in. And exactly, we gotta make sure that it stays classy for her. She is a classy lady and deserves to be treated as such. This would be... Would that be a boot? I completely changed that. I forgot the... I forgot the other shoe. We're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna modify and make it work. We're gonna make it work. Because what we'll do is we're gonna go to the outline layer. We're gonna add that other shoe there. Hold up. No, okay, let's go. Here, boom, boom. No, I don't need to fill that in. There we go. Okay, okay. Zelda 1 custom right. Exactly. We're doing pixel art again today. Let's get our green back to the cloth layer. Okay. You know, I should probably honestly add that there. Maybe like this, actually. There we go. Yeah, that'll work fine. Okay. On this one. Right there. So like that. Getting the arm right is going to be a little wonky, though, on this one. I think we're gonna have to, because we don't want to be too far down. I think maybe we want to, just like that. Yeah, that might work. That might work. Yeah, that'll work, because then the sword will come out of this spot right here. Okay, that works right now. And then this one. We need... Well, one, we're going to do this. We're going to make sure that... We're just going to go ahead and do the outline of the dress here, as is tradition. It may seem a little funky, but I promise it's fine. It's gonna seem a little funky for a bit longer, though, because we have to... have to do a little bit like that, actually. We'll use hair to make it to where we can separate the skin tone from the arms. Which hair is gonna have the same color as the shield, because as you can tell, the shield, the arm, the shield, the skin, the hair. We only get 3 colors to work with, folks. Only get 3. We got to make them all work. And we have to use green for one of them. So. You know, I just had a thought when I was looking at this, which is, you know, because with Link, you go from green to blue, or technically it looks like white, but it's green to blue to red. I started looking over here and thinking, you know what? She could rock a red dress really good, honestly. Especially a crimson one. All right. Let's see here. We still also have to add the ears and the hair. Oh, we got so much work to do. We got so much work to do. This is gonna be a struggle. Hey, you're all here with me. You ain't getting away. All right. So the head layer is gonna be renamed to the skin layer. Shield layer is going to be named to hair and accessory layer. Crimson dress. Aye, agreed, Pokemon. Agreed. And then this one is the cloth layer that we already got. So we're on the hair accessory layer. We need to go ahead and grab this. And we're gonna start. Oh no, I just okay. First things first. We need to grab the skin tone, because in order to make the shield look right, we got to go ahead and just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That way we can go ahead and get a little bit of a difference between things there. That came up to about there. Ooh, it's... Oh, this is going to be rough to do. All right.
Oh, who the hell? Oh, it's a scam.
Bah. Yeah, meh. This good. I don't think I like that. Hold up. Maybe we may be having her go barefoot for it. Because that's the closest thing I can think of that'll work right here. I don't like that idea because it doesn't really mesh well in my opinion, but it's the closest we can get, so. Let's go ahead and do the skin layer here. We're actually going to go ahead and trim down the arm a bit. Because she do have slender arms. So we're going to trim down the arm a bit, and we're going to go back to the cloth layer. We're just going to... You know what? We're going to... Maybe we're just going to nuke that part. Nope, that doesn't look right. Nope, that don't look right. How to do this? This is gonna be a bit of a tough one, honestly. I guess I could do that, and then just a little bit of this. And erase accordingly like that. Yeah, that works, okay. Okay. Man, if only we had more than 3 colors to work with for NES. Man. This is gonna take some doing. This is gonna take some big time doing. Dang, yeah, yeah. Limitations are biting us in the... I'm gonna make her. I'm gonna have to make her hair darker yellow, I think. Maybe like this, because I just realized... No, that won't work. Because I just realized, without a dark color for the outline, we can't really get the... we can't... Because I can't change the green. Okay. Let me think here. We know we need the yellow. Can't change the green. Can't change the skin tone. I'm thinking. Because this right here would normally be the dark brown, which we'd use for, say, you know, making the eyes and stuff. We can't do that anymore. We need something. We need an extra darker color. Orange. It's not perfect, but we'll make it work. Okay. And hey, Nibnob, how you doing? Yeah, and I know, I might hurt myself if I think too hard. I know. I studied the risks. Yep, we're gonna have to go with an orange coloration. Because we need to be a little darker. That's still gonna make it difficult whenever it comes to doing the hair. But that means we may end up making the hair with the same color green, because that's close enough to yellow. I don't like that we'll probably have to do that, but it is what it is. Again, folks, say it with me. Dang limitations. Alright. But if it has to be done, it has to be done, you know? Let's do a little bit of this. Which means... Oh, I put that on the hair. Oh, wait. Why is the skin layer above all the others? No. Put that layer below the rest. There we go. Accessories layer. That. Okay. Well, at least now she has shoes. There's that. Even if we do need to change the shield around a little bit. There we go, she'd want that probably. I was trying to make a fox face, but it's only large enough to make a heart, let's be real. And what I'll do is I'm going to... It does make it a little harder right there, but... Okay, we're gonna go like this. We're gonna shrink it up a little bit. This, erase that. That'll work. Which means I need to take this and on the cloth layer. There. Alright, accessory layer, delete that. There we go. Alright. No longer barefoot. Yeah, exactly. Can they be bear eat? But can they be bear feet? I mean, technically no. She's a fox, not a bear. But y'all, you get what I'm saying. The pixel on each side heart. Oops, won't that make a fox head? Let's see. Let's see. Accessories layer. You mean like that? I could also do... Oh! Hold up. There may be something here. Nah. We'll just give her the heart instead. That'll work. Let's see. Redo. There we go. Oh, you meant the top. Ah, you meant up here. Ah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. You're meaning sort of like this. The only thing is, it blends in with the skin at that point, which is the problem. Unfortunately, but she likes hearts, so we'll give her the heart. Spitballing. Enter pixel. You mean like that? I mean, at that point, it still just looks like a heart, in my opinion. So we'll just go ahead and make it the bigger one. Alright, let's see here. I need to shrink this down, because it is now... Bop, bop. Bop, bop, like that. And then like this. There we go. Just modify the shield. Make sure the shield looks appropriate. Breath of Fire series, I am familiar with it. And I saw that it did get a Breath of Fire 4 got released on Steam. Only thing is they're using Enigma. I will not download anything that has Enigma attached to it. Nope. Nope. Because Enigma is essentially spyware. It doesn't shut off. So it is just not worth the risk. Alright, let's see. Which is a shame. A real shame, honestly, because... Breath of Fire is such a good saga. Okay, that's how they did that there, so let's go ahead and just... We're just gonna go ahead and... How am I gonna make this appear on the side? You know what? That might be our best bet for getting that to look right over here. Yeah, we'll do that. Slowly but surely, it's coming along. Slowly but surely. Do you love the series? Yeah, Breath of Fire is really good. Do you love the series? Yeah. Should introduce you to the Breath of Fire 3 hard mode one made. Ooh, nice. That's some... I find so many people who are familiar with it. Usually all you get whenever I mention Breath of Fire are blank stares and never heard it. Yeah. But I know of it because of two reasons. One, I played it when I was a kid. Two, Mega Man X Command Mission was made by the Breath of Fire team. Yeah, that was essentially their last hurrah over there. All right. Now I need to figure out how to do this. Let's true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, now for the shoes. On each foot, each time. So, up, 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 up. You know what? We'll do that. Maybe. Ah, wrong layer. Yeah, that'll look fine. Will look fine. Now we'll add the other pixel. All right. Okay. Which means we also need to grab that. Go to cloth layer. Then we'll probably take this, go to hair and accessories, put it right there. 2, 1, 2. Perfect. Okay. This is gonna be a struggle, folks. I'm trying. I'm just also struggling to see how the hell am I supposed to do this. I was gonna shrink the foot a little bit here on this. Not that much though. Maybe I do need to go ahead and do. You know what? I'm going to go back on the cloth layer. Do that. Okay. All right, let's see if I can figure this the fuck out. You know, yeah, I could delete that. That'll work. All right. It's getting there. Yeah, progress is being made slowly but surely. Okay. I just realized I need to do the shoes here too. All right. Bop, 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 bop. This one, I'm just gonna have to... That is really just a blob there, ain't it? Okay. So, instead of doing like that, what we're gonna do is just... Ah! Like that, probably. Yeah, that'll work. If I turn off the outline layer, yeah, that'll be fine. And then... that. We're gonna go back on the cloth layer. Hold up. Put it like that. There we go. Okay. We're figuring it out. Over time, but we're figuring it out. I think we'll also just put a couple ruffles right here. No. Up there. Yeah, one right there. Because her dress does have these ruffles on it, you know. Give it a little bit of that right there. Maybe like that. Yeah, that'll work. I will need to move the arm in a little bit. Okay. But that'll come after I get done with this stuff right here. So. Actually, hold up. Getting too close to my keyboard with my mouse there. Let's see here. What if I was instead to go bop 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 bop? And then bop bop. Like that, maybe? This gonna be tough. All right. I think that's probably the best bet if I want to get it to look good. Yeah. I just need to copy that exact same thing over here, which is bop bop bop. All right. Slowly but surely, you know? That's the main thing. There we go. Just had to stretch a little bit. Namely, pop my knuckles, stretch my neck. Sip my tea. Sit back up straight. Oh, pop my back. That felt nice. Oh, that felt nice. Okay. Man, I'm glad we decided to say, okay, let's do the twin tail thing, because the twin tails are going to be so much easier than if we were going for the long hair, because if we were going for the long hair, we'd have to figure out how to make it work with the dress with only the 3 colors while not interfering with the shield or the boots. And again, we haven't even done the tail implementation yet, so... yeah. Also, we've listened to this music for a bit. I'm gonna find another one real quick. You know what? This one might work. Load, damn you. Load! Much better. We're gonna go with some Pokemon now. Alright, let's see how we're gonna rock this. Actually, one thing that's what I can do. Alright, well, let's see. You know, it makes me wonder how long it took them to actually come up with Link's original sprite with the limitations they had. Because I'm definitely getting a whole new perspective from doing this. 100% getting a whole new perspective. Alright, that's the shield, so we need to... a little bit of this. Like that. Because we won't see the, we won't see much of the actual shield itself, but... ooh. We need to... are we going to use the green for the hair, or are we going to use the darker color for the hair? I think we may have to use the darker color for the hair. In which case, we could just sort of have it droop down. Like this. You know, I'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. Because I'm going to have to put... I'm gonna have to put skin tone right here to move it up to this, but I also need the hair to look right too. So I'm probably gonna be using some of the green to like do something there, but for now, we're not gonna worry too much about it. We're just gonna do this. And then a little bit the same over here. Like that. Because it doesn't need to be much further out than that. Okay. If we do this on this, from the side view, we got like that. So we really only went out bop, 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 like that. Okay. This one we're just gonna boom, boom. You know, let's go ahead and just do that. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, because it looks like she's stopping on her right foot and leaning forward this way. Gotcha. That. I guess when we're facing up, yeah, we just done us that with just two dots there. Okay. Oh, every time I do sprite art, you realize why so many old characters had either blonde or blue hair, making low bit art of a character with white hair and white highlights on their outfit. Paint, yeah, 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 just yeah, yeah. Just, yeah, all I can say to you is, yeah. Yeah. It is pain. Alright, from here... we remove the outline layer. Okay, yeah, that looks... No, this one I need to bring... I don't need to bring this down. Looking at it. So this one will probably be... such... maybe like that, even. Nah, too small. Wouldn't look right. Alright. Unless... let's remove the outline layer. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna try something. Could do that. Extend the green on the cloth. No. No, it wouldn't look right. I could leave it like that. Yeah, I think I'll leave it like that. Alright. Okay, so I no longer need the link reference here, I don't think. So, because we got the main outline. No, just in case I need the... oh, I do have the outline layer, so I can get rid of the link reference for now. Okay, don't need that no more. But what we do need is skin tone. Because we gotta go to skin layer. We gotta figure out how to make this work still. Because that right there looks way too blocky for that. So what we're gonna do is, I think maybe take some liberties. And change the position of the hand there. Yeah, that'll work. This is Pokemon music. Why does it sound like it's starting up a... you know, I'm not gonna finish that sentence. But you know what I thought. Thinking of, wait a moment. We used to make fun of that type of beat startup a long time ago when we were kids. Hold up. Anyway. That'll work. All right. Like that. Okay. Yep, have nothing more to add. It's just the thing that was... Yeah. Bow chicka bow wow. All right. That's gotta look like that because it's gonna be weird, but it's gotta look like that. And I could trim that a bit, but nah, it's gotta look like that. It's just gotta, unfortunately. Also, before anyone says it, yes, I do realize I'm picking up on some of her speaking mannerisms from watching her stream so much. I'm going to have to fix. I'm going to have to fix that because otherwise, I'm not going to sound like myself. And I am what I am, and that's all that I am. You know. No, I won't. Oh, really then, huh? Really? I won't. I'm not gonna fix it, huh? You know what? You might be right. Anyhow. Challenge this, man. I mean, true. If people challenge me, whoa, hold up. It changed the thing I had. There we go. Drop the outline layer for a bit. Yeah, that'll work. I'll just change the green. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Like that, maybe? Yeah, that would look pretty nice. I think that'll work fine. I just need to do the exact same thing here. Bop, 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 beep, bop, boop, bop, 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 beep, boop, bop, 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 beep, bop, boop, bop, bop. Okay. Don't ask what happened right there. I don't really know. My brain just sort of went a little crazy. Anyhow, it's probably because my brain's overheating itself trying to think of how the fuck do I do this with 3 pixel colors. You know? You know? Bot confirm? Nah, I am. Roger, roger. All right, let's see here. We're gonna go. Because this one sort of has to be done this way, otherwise it won't look right. What if... No. Gotta have that there. Alright, leave it like that. Leave it like that. That'll work fine. This one, again, unfortunately, we are going to have the skin tone match right on top of the skin tone again. Which is unfortunate, but it is what it is, you know? Unless maybe... Leave it like that. Leave it like that for now. I have an idea. Oh, right there. Leave it. All right. Oh, this is going to be a little bit difficult here, because this, we do have to have skin tone on top of skin tone. Doesn't look or feel right, but it sort of has to be done. Alright, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Okay. I'm going to remove the outline layer, and I'm going to go in with... on the cloth layer. I'm going to go in on the cloth layer. I'm going to have to edit this sprite a little bit more. Okay, a lot of it more. But I think you all see where I'm heading with this. At least I hope you all do. Because if not, that means I'm absolutely insane. And you know what? Maybe I am going mad. Then again, who wants to be sane to begin with? Sanity is overrated. That actually works right there. Okay. Yeah, that'll work right there. Okay. I do a little bit of bleeding right there. Same here. Oh, no, not that much. That, and that's as much as I can delete from that. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, that beat just immediately got stuck in my head. That's a nice beat that they have going there. That there. No. Okay, and yeah, that works. That works. That not so much. Unless I only do it from this side, maybe. Okay. I'm figuring this out as I go. This is not easy. Matter of fact, if it looks easy, I guarantee you I'm making it look easier than what it is. No. Leave that there. Nah. Do maybe just one more pixel on this side. Nah, gotta leave it like that. Alright. Like that. That looks better. Yeah. Alright. Hey, Captain. Oh, Gilga, good to see you. How you doing? Stretch, you got it. Oh, and we have an Echo with us. Nice. Also, I do realize that we're about to have an ad break, whether I want will I want it to happen or not? So what I'm gonna do is pretty much we're gonna take a small ad break because we're at the 2-hour mark. During this 2-hour mark, everyone be sure to stand up, stretch, hydrate, dehydrate if you need to, grab a snack if you haven't already. Gilga, I will refund your party member points because, you know, I will make sure that you get at least the full use of your party member as can be done. But yeah, in the meantime, do be sure to enjoy yourself real quick during the ads, and I will catch you after these messages. All right, thank you for your patience there, everyone. With the ads, let's continue, shall we? All right, we're getting there with this. We're getting there. This, you know, I'm thinking about it, and we may have to use the green for Eve's hair, which is gonna feel weird to do, but it may have to be done. Because right now, we don't need the outline layer anymore. We got our main thing done here, so let's go ahead and get rid of that outline layer. Because here's the thing. We still need to make the ears. We still need to add the tail. So my thought is this, we could either use the green for the hair, which means it would change whenever she would get an upgrade, which I don't think would look that good. Or, and hear me out, we pick a god and pray and think and hope that I can figure out something that'll work. Because I need to go ahead and make some ears on this little lady here. I need to make some fox ears. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take that skin layer. Let's get to where the ears are down. You know, full airplane mode. There we go. That'd be from about here. Like that. On both sides, honestly. There we go. It may look a little funky, but I promise it'll work. Praying? Yeah, I'm praying too. We'll make, no matter what, we're gonna make this work. So we know that has to go out to here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, then like that. It looks a little funky right now, but I promise we'll make it look good. Because we're gonna do a little bit of this as well with it. Because right now we also need to get the eyes, which are gonna take a little bit of doing, but I promise we can make it work. Actually, if I was to delete that, nope, that doesn't look good. Let's go ahead and try it like this. We need to go ahead, I'm on eraser tool still, whoops. We'll use green for the hair. Just for now. Just for now. Bit like that. Okay. We got the outline now here. We may have her with her bob, actually. I know. I'm trying super hard here. It's really hard to do this. Oh no. Okay, let's do that. Okay, that's looking better. That's looking better. Right? I just realized I did that on the wrong fucking layer. Ah, whatever. We'll make it work. We'll add side of the ears like this. Now it just looks like an elf. God damn it. No. Maybe this. Ooh. Oh-ho! Hey! 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 You respect my efforts to go, you know, understandable. Have day. Have day. I respect it. I understand it. But hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. See, we're getting there. Ha 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 ha! Hell yeah. All right. Perfect. Now I just gotta copy this, not for the front, but for the sides and for the back as well. Okay, we're gonna give her bob a little bit, I think, or maybe, you know what? Let's go ahead and see. What if I was to do that, like that? I might be overcomplicating this. Because I can give her longer hair if I do that. It's definitely gonna make this, it's gonna make the dress part a little bit more difficult. Though she does have those she has the clamps. She has the clamps. She has these things right here. These fucking things. Oh, those are gonna be my savior. Oh, thank you. Thank you, E, for having these clamps right here, right on the waist. That's gonna save my ass so much trouble. Oh, thank you. Oh. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. See, I can remove that one, and what I'll do is on the skin layer, we're gonna go ahead and just pop. Bop. There we go. Her arm might be a little too far out now, but you know what? It's fine. It'll work. It's like, hey, walking happily down the road. Who would have guessed that the little clamps on her side there were going to be what saved my ass with this? Because that also gives a little bit extra texture to the dress. Ah. Maybe not that much. It's gonna be nice. That's gonna help out so much. That's gonna help out so fucking much. Also, I'm realizing on the skin layer, I should probably put actual skin tone inside the ears. Like that. There we go. I like to think the rule of small, medium, large for always being there for us. Yeah, agreed. Agreed. You know, one thing I could also do is I could change this up a bit and just sort of do that. It does blend in with the shield. However, there is... hold up. Oh. I thought I had something I could do here, but maybe I shouldn't. I mean, that doesn't look bad. That don't look bad at all. Man, these are so fucking tiny. All right. Yeah, we'll do it like this. Maybe. Okay. Okay. It's around her waist. That. Yeah, that'll still fit right there. Maybe not right there. No. Not there. Like that, definitely. Leave it like that. All right. All right, and then. Yeah, that one would just be right there, because then the other part would be underneath. And yep, all right. Yeah, that'll work. I just need the 2-line right there. How do we do it on this one? That'll work. All right. Okay. Look back. Sorry if this question's traumatic, but what color will Eve's tail be? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out when the time comes. And I hate saying it, she might have to go tailless. She might have to go tailless if we're gonna make this work. I'm gonna be real. All right, so we know bop, 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 bop. Okay. It was 2, 3, 1, 2, bop, bop, bop. And then right there, there, and across there. Okay. Because they have been known to hide their tails. True, true. This is very true, in fact. All right, that was in the middle spot. There we go. Could give her a smirk. I mean, where? Wow, they really kept her straight-faced in this reference for the entire thing. I see her smile a lot, though, so, All right, we'll come to that whenever. We'll come around to that bridge when we get there. All right. Well, one thing I can also do right here is here. So I could also just increase the size of the shield a little bit. Like that, maybe? Oh, not right there. About like that. That way there's more definition between the hair and the shield. Makes it stick out a little bit more. I think that would be for the best, honestly. Yeah, that'll be for the best. All right. I guess this isn't the hair and accessories layer anymore. It's just the accessories layer when you think about it, because, well, hair's being done on the skin tone. That's opacity. I thought that was done for a moment. I almost screwed that all up. All right. So that's just the accessory layer. Skin layer. Well, skin and hair. There we go. All right. Did we give her a smirk, actually? Oh, she might kill me if I give her the smirk. Because it'll look like that one emote that she hates being compared to. Okay, no, we're gonna do this instead. I just realized, yeah, we're just gonna do this instead. Now, how to, How to get this from the back, though? That's gonna be a bit of a challenge. Well, from the side, it's gonna be the bigger challenge, but from the back will also be a bit of one, you know? As to the eyes, that'll be simple here, because we can just do that, you know? Oh, don't need do that, just do that there. That, okay. Now we have to add the hair onto it. Let's see. I'm gonna go on a new layer to make sure I do this right. Maybe something like that. It's definitely gonna be harder from this angle. Definitely. Probably higher up, a little bit further back. About right there, because normally someone's ears would be right around here. So. Now the real struggle is going to be being able to tell the difference between her hair and the everything's good. Okay, I need to just I have set myself up for trouble. Make it double. So we need to make sure that she's got her full head of hair. That. Maybe a bit out back like that. Got her. Get her hair going. Bit like that. Okay, let's see. I think what we're going to do is we're going to grab that color here and we're going to do a little bit like that. Take the green. Maybe bring it in a little like that. That's gonna be so hard to see, but it's the best we can do. Unless maybe on this side, from this angle, we go ahead and give a little bit like that. A little bit of extra shading might help. A little bit of extra shading. Let's see. Okay, that does help a little bit. That does help a little bit. Eva's online. I know she is. She starts up at 4 p.m. my time every day right now while Subathon's going. You know, I think I'm just gonna have to go with this. I think that's gonna be as close as we get. It's definitely not easy when you have to use the same goddamn colors everywhere. All right. Did not make it easy on myself, did I? All right. Let's go like this, maybe. Like that. Not as good as I want it to be, but it may be what I have to deal with. Bring it up like that. Take the green, extend it back like this. Give her some extra fluffy. Extra fluffy. That may be as good as we can do here, unfortunately. Because getting this the way I want it to look is proving to be detrimental the more I try to add. So go from the opposite direction this time. Work my brains to dust. Yes, I have. My brain is Dunyan rings right now. My brain has gone bye-bye woohoo see ya. What little bit of a brain I had. That may be how I have to do it. It's not the prettiest in the world. But I'm trying here. Yeah, that may be how I have to do the ear. But it's way too far back this time. Okay, so we're gonna move that about here-ish. Yep, exactly. Brain is piecing out. Brain is piecing out. It's so hard to get this done. Could do that. Actually, that's looking a little better. You know, I just realized what I'm gonna do. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. It's down when looking from the side, but from this angle, it'll be more up. That. Take that. That. Skip hair layer. That. Ooh. Like that. No. I need to chop off more there. Ooh. Like that. Okay, we got it. Finally. Finally. Oh, what we learned today is that we don't do Zelda 1 edits. Gotcha. Yes. we don't do traditional Zelda 1 edits with only 3 sprite limitations. This is a thing that I have now learned. I do think I need to grab that color right there and put it right here as well. Just because it does help with making things a little more defined. All right. Yeah. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to take layer 1. Oh, I just realized I need to do this. Flip. Now I'm going to copy layer 1. Move it over this way. It needs to be 1 down. Oh no. Oh, this opens a whole new can of worms. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll turn off the cloth layer for now. Alright. Go into the skin layer. Delete that, that, and that. And then on layer 1 here, we're going to make sure it looks like it's had motion, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to delete that there. Put the cloth layer back on. Go B. Nope. Grab that first. Then go here and just bada bing, bada boom. Now it looks like the hair's flipping up whenever she walks. All right. Okay. Slowly but surely getting this to work. I am realizing something else that I have forgotten. I don't have Eve's dress exactly correct yet. Do you know why it's not correct? Can you guess why it's not correct, chat? Can you guess why it's not fully correct yet? Because I'm going to tell you now. Her dress is pulled all the way up to her neck. No. She's got shoulders and the chesticles and a little bit of heart area right here also shown. So I'm going to need to do a little bit of shading. At least a couple parts here. Alright, so we'll get to that when it comes to it. Because right now it's just mostly the hair I need to get done. Catch you later, Captain Crazy. You have a good one. Oh, I forgot to do the hair on this one right over here. You know, I still think we're gonna go not necessarily for the long hair, but for the twin tails. It'll look like it's long hair from this side, but promise you, we do like this. And it's close enough to her twin tails, you know? Close enough. Doesn't go down as far as her actual hair does, but doing that is going to be a hassle. See, so that's why we're not having it go down that far. It's going to have to go down to where it was. Like actually exactly like that. At least you can't even see it. Exactly. Which means up here we're gonna have a little bit of the neck shown, which will, thank God we can do that. But first we're also gonna go ahead, we're gonna make the ears from this side as well. This time we gotta go back to airplane ears. So let's see, right here. Go. This top. Okay. This will make it easy. Because again, from that side, she's going in airplane mode. All right. Slowly but surely we're getting this. We're slowly but surely getting there. Okay. Let's see. This. A little bit there. Please don't tell me the back part's gonna be harder than the front part. I'm begging you, please. Okay. I'll just do that. There we go. Okay. Okay. Whew. That was a tragedy narrowly avoided. Ah! Let's have the brush tool selected again. Thank you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the skin layer. I think I should put this above the cloth. Did that change anything when I did that? Hold up. Absolutely not. Perfect. Okay. Okay. You know, I could, you know what? Let's actually make that more the darker tone here, because it would be darker than her skin tone. About like that, maybe? mean, that at least makes it where you can tell the ears are right there. This means I probably will need to make another green dot right there. And maybe erase that one. Ah! That, It's definitely hard to draw her from behind like this in the 8-bit style. It's not gonna look nearly as good as I want it to. But it may be as good as I'm gonna get, you know? So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna take this, because the hair can be the same, because it was exactly the same on both sides. I'm gonna copy, paste, drag like that. Do I need to flip it horizontal? No. Alright, Control D. Alright, and from here, what we're gonna do is we're going to curse whoever made it to where Link only had 3 colors on his sprite to begin with. And we'll figure it out from here. Because I think what I'll do is I'm going to do a little bit of a different thing here. I'm going to grab the ears. That's right, I'm grabbing the ears. What of it? I'm going to raise them up 1. And you may be going, oh, why are you raising them up 1? Animation. So if I raise them up 1 like this, then whenever walking, it'll look like the ears are wagged. Or, actually, you know what? No. I changed my mind. Won't look as good. Nope. Listen. Sometimes you just gotta grab them by the ears. You don't grab and pull. You just go grab, make sure they hold still for a moment, go, okay, listen. Now, ooh, this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. I need to grab this one again. We're just gonna copy paste, drag over here. That. All right. Control D. Just get a hair layer. We're gonna just yeet us, delete us that. And of course, was it? Yeah, it was like, okay. Okay, add that there. Okay. Hey, Jade. Oh, Dono, how you doing? And Stretch, you got it. Oh, I read Sup Dono and Sup Jade, and I immediately thought, whoa, Jade's here. And I was like, wait, no, I know Jade's here. We've been talking for a while. Hey, Dono. What's I up to? Well, I am trying to make Eve. Sorry, I was in hyper-focus mode there, but yeah, trying to make Eve in the Zelda 1 sprite style. And not just a little bit, a lot of it. We're doing the full, this could be animated and put to the game. Because after this, the only thing I need to do is get the giant shield, the magic shield. Yeah, I do happen. Because, see, whenever we get the, there it is. The giant shield right here, that covers up some of the face. I don't have to worry about anything. It actually helps with some of the animation. So the rest can just be copy-pasted with the different sprites here. Both green, at least mobile. Yeah, you both are green. One's a little bit lighter green than the other. One's more of a lime green. The other one is a bit more of a pea green. Whereas, and me, if I type in here, you know, got more of that slightly emerald green. And yes, I can actually see the difference between the colors somehow. Don't ask me how. Because I'm not fully sure myself, but I can see the difference. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, the only thing we'll have to do afterwards is because we don't even have to add on the sword. Because the sword is a separate sprite that's already provided by the game. So, I mean, I can add it in. I probably will anyway, just to make a full sheet. But I gotta do the pickup. I gotta do these. I almost forgot about this. I gotta do these two. These two are important. But yeah, once we get to the shield, we'll be set. Because the shield is pretty easy. Shield is pretty easy. Really, it was these ones up here that need to be done first and foremost. I'm gray on mobile. Huh. Yeah, good color perception. Yeah, then again, it probably comes from the fact that I, you know, went into college for media design at one point, so it definitely helped me along with that. Also, I am realizing this actually would be a bit more like that, but that doesn't look as good, I don't think. Yeah. I'll leave it like that. Yeah, that looks fine. All right, back to doing the hair. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab the hair from here. Control C, Control V. That's not what I thought it was. All right. I thought. Did I? Oh, I did on the skin layer, didn't I? When I was first doing it. I did. I fucking did. Alright, well, since we've got everything done so far and we want to keep it the way it is, I'm going to do something that normally I don't do. Merge down. Merge down. Alright, now I'm going to go and, oh man, that's going to make this a bit of a pain to grab, but it's okay. I just want the hair. I just want the hair. Still better than what it would have been if I left it the other way. Normally I like to wait on merging layers, but it had to be done. Okay. Copy. New layer. Paste. Okay. I'm going to bring this over here. Right, I need this to be up another layer up. Oh. Control D. There we go. Now I can do that. Okay. Move that. Down like this. Do I want to be one more to the left? No, we need it right there. Which means I'm just gonna, well, do it a little bit of delete like that, like that. Just sort of trim that ear down a little bit. Grab the hair. I'll just, actually I'm not even gonna bother with the hair there. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of this. make it a lot easier on myself. There we go. Put a little bit here. Take this, move it out a little bit this way. Grab this, move it up 1. Erase that. Erase that. Take this, darken it. Of course, we need the eyes to be in the right place, so let's see. That. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Probably gonna go onto the skin hair layer and maybe just do a little bit of that. A little bit of that. There we go. Then on layer 1, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the green. I'm just gonna bring it down there. Okay. Could do that. Nah. Leave it like that. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Okay. We gotta go a little bit like this to show. Maybe a little bit like that? Yeah, it's better without. All right. I had to look. Hey, Vex, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. And Liz, good to see you too. Oh, wait, you were here earlier. Nah, you were just so silent. Yeah, this remix is smooth. I saw him while it's been great having you on the background. Until you gotta get ready to head off for work. Ah, gotcha. You have a good one with work, or at least have a lucky one with work. And I am having a great time with the pixel art. Even if it's driving me a little bit mad. A little bit mad. Ah, smooth jazz vibes? Hell yeah, indeed we got them smooth jazz vibes. Like Cyberpunk 2077, finally got your computer stable enough to do so again? Hell yeah. Love to hear that. All right, this is facing the other way. Okay. We're gonna need to grab the hair from back here. I do realize I could have said that any other way, but I didn't think about it. So we're not gonna worry about it. Anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and grab that. That, and then like that. Hey, Ink, how you doing? Good to see ya. And I will take care, Liz. You have a good one as well, okay? We're gonna grab that. Oh, I almost forgot this part of the hair. Layer 1. All right, now I need to move this right over top of this. Well, maybe more. It's definitely hard to get this to work here. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Hear me out. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna change things around a little bit. Because if I... That. then we also need to make sure that we're not crossing into the other field, because that would be bad. Okay. Let's see. We're almost done with this. Almost. But remember, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Here we're going to do that. Place that. Place that. Do a little bit like that. Take that. I don't like that. Nope, 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 nope. That, then rotate this, and layer 1 maybe. Yeah, we're gonna do it a little bit like this. Grab the click. That's as good as we're gonna get that. I'm gonna be real with you. That's as good as we're gonna get that. Honestly? Folks, I think we might actually be there. I think we might actually be at the end. Possibly. Maybe. Perchance. Perhaps. Hey, Kinnan, welcome in, welcome in. And I made a joke the other day, Kinnan. I'm going through with it. I'm making a Sprite sheet. It's harder than it looks when you're limited to 3 colors. Have we achieved victory? Almost. Almost. We're almost done here, honestly. I do think I'm going to do one thing, though. Because, yeah, we've definitely achieved what we need here. So we're going to flatten the image. Flatten visible. And I'm going to grab this. Do that. There we go. Because that was going to bother me. I feel when you have lurks turned on elsewhere and get no other notifications go off. Oh no. Yeah, sometimes that happen. Sometimes that happen. It be what it be. Okay. Now I need to do this part. Because we're not quite done yet. We got to make it look more appropriate like the outfit here. Which again, she shows a lot of skin right here. So I gotta see if I can somehow get this to be fitting. Like maybe a little pixel there. Pixel here maybe. Or no, let's go for a pixel here. There we go. Add a little bit more into the back maybe. Here, we'll also just add that there. Okay, that looks a little more right. That looks a little more on par. Unfortunately, I cannot get the tail. She's going to have to go tailless for this one because with being limited to 3 colors, there is no fucking way I'm able to get the tail, especially in a 16 by 16 space. There is no way I could do it. Not at my skill level. Not at my skill level. You just exist, finish 2 STS2 runs that have been waiting on people being available. STS. Slay the Spire 2. Gotcha. How'd those runs go for you? Say Ganon stole it? You know what? Fair. Yeah, Ganon stole it. That's all we gotta say. Ganon stole it. That actually looks better like that. Okay, so we're gonna do that on this over here too. Ah! Yeah, good enough right there. And yeah, okay. Let's take a look. That doesn't work that well right there, unfortunately. But what if I right there? Yeah, that looks better like that. Okay. Cool. One run was a ship spammer, the other run was toxic bitch. Poison build. Gotcha. So in games, you guys need most of the day to get locked in all your archipelago games today. Wind Waker took forever. I can imagine. Need people to do archipelago runs with? I need to learn how to set up archipelago. I just need to. I'll figure it out one day. One day. Because it does look like a lot of fun. Yeah, that works. That works. All right. We're done for now with this part. There's a little bit more we gotta do. We gotta bring back we gotta bring Link back in a bit. We gotta bring Link back in a bit. All right, this is gonna be Eve main spritage. There we go. Control N. We gotta go grab Link. Because there's 2 I forgot. I forgot these 2. Ah, I see. Had a quick check, don't think it's that complicated. I haven't taken the time to learn myself, is more or less what I'm getting at there. So it's more me being lazy. And busy, true. All right, so now I need to go ahead and get this lined up. It's gonna take another little bit. This is gonna take another little bit. I can already feel it. All right. Link ref. Outline. We're gonna make the entire outline fucking blue. All right. So we need to be at around. We need the legs in the right positions. that's one of the main things there. We need the legs in the right spots, as well as where the top of the head, where the arm goes up to. Because we need to get this exact pose done, though the exact body shape will be changing. Because, you know, Eve and Link do not share the same body shape. You know, it's just common knowledge that. That, okay. That. Of course, the head rounds out about there. There we go. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not just going to the outline of... You know, why I'm not putting pixels around the outline. It's because I like making things harder on myself, clearly. We all know this. We've seen me play games. I self-impose challenge runs. Come on now. Alright, let's see here. Bring that down like this. Like that. There we go. Alright. Do. Okay. I no longer need the Link reference there. Get the fuck out, Link. Alright. Actually, no, I should keep the Link reference there because I need to reference how the mouth is drawn. Alright. Fucking blue is different from fucking purple? A little bit. A little bit. Some loosely talk. I mean, listen, I always am. Anyhow. Is the same mentality I got when people try to finish Mario games without ever jumping. When it comes to women, I'm not gonna read that out. I'm gonna stop myself now. All doing things the hard way is another day that ends in Y. Yep. True, that is a math example right there. True. Oh. All right. So first things first. Outline, we're going to go above the outline layer, and we're going to start doing a modified outline with, let's go with red. Yeah, we're going to go with red. Because we know where the feet have to be, but we're going to modify the outfit. This... that. Actually, let's delete that one there. Like that, maybe, and then back out to here. And of course, we have the arms. Such. Okay. There's that. And then I also need Gonna do a little bit of this there. Go. Okay. There we go. There's basically our modified body shape there. Still gonna take this, do a little bit of that, maybe bring it out like this. Nah. We'll keep it peg feet. There we go. All right, from there. Let's go ahead and get rid of this blue right here. That looks better already with the blue gone. Okay. Can't respond to that without crossing line. Oh! I may be a little slow. Actually, I wonder, should I? We'll leave it like that. Just stuck to the email. Ah! So I'm not just a little slow, I'm really fucking slow. Gotcha! Noted! Noted! Yes. So the emo. Okay. Alright. Hey. Let's be real. Link does look like he's. True. Assuming you're the master. Yeah. Because I'm dumb as bricks. Let's be real. I'm dumb as bricks sometimes. And yes, we're going with sometimes, not all the time. Says the guy before. Okay, let me correct myself. I'm intelligent, but when it comes to common sense, okay, normally I have common sense, but when it comes to certain subjects, I'm denser than a bag of bricks. There we go. All right, there we go. Fixed it. Okay. Now I need to figure out how to go about this here. I think the best bet is like this. Go down like that. Like this. Then like that. Okay. This time I actually don't have to worry about the ears because they're going to be behind the arms, thankfully. Well, I have to worry about it on this one, but not this one. All right, let's get rid of the unnecessary blue. There we go. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge layer 1 with outline layer, because it is technically my outline. Took a nap while watching stream anyways. Ah, welcome back, welcome back. I'm going to make another layer. This will be the shading layer, I guess. Granted, there's not really much shading whenever it's only three different colors in the whole sprite, but we're making it work. We're making it work. All right, first things first, let's get the skin tone. We know the skin tone goes all the way down to the outline of the blue. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna, no, fuck it. Let's just, okay, there we go. Let's just do this, 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 this. Fill that up. Go. There we are. All right. Put our hands up like that. And also be down a bit like this. She does have some sleeves, but we haven't been adding them, so we're not going to worry about it. We're just going to do a little bit of this. On both sides. Go inward. Like so, I think would be most appropriate. All right. Now we're going to get the green. And we're just going to fill this in. Just to make it easier on ourselves. Just going to do all this here. Didn't want to do it on those two spots, but okay, let's go ahead and fix that then real quick. Okay, now I can do that. All right, which means I need to go ahead and delete those pixels, as well as on the outline, delete that and that. Oh, that's why I didn't finish this side. Doy, I'm an idiot sometimes. There we go. Much better. Why'd I go for green, not white? Because, Kenan, with Zelda 1, if you change the hex code that's going to be right there, it causes a problem. Because it goes from green to blue to red. So I need to keep it the same green as Link right there. Otherwise, it'll mess with the hex code and get all sorts of flubbernucked. Because I am taking into account that this could possibly be used to mod a copy of Zelda 1. Yeah, it do. It do. So far, it's turning out pretty good though. I just wish I could do the tail, but with 16 by 16, I simply can't. Not with the 3 sprite color limitations. I just can't. Someone else probably could, but it is beyond me. It is beyond me. All right. Now. I'm gonna go ahead and do this here. This time it does need to have that little bit of a divot. Let's not do those. Say we did. Grab that. Maybe a extra one of these right here, actually. Yeah, that works better. Okay. Just gotta go ahead and make the boots as they need to be. Actually, that should probably be skin tone right there, now I think about it. She wears shoes, not boots, so we're gonna do that, that. Okay. Still keeping it classy. Ooh boy. This may be one of the hardest spriting things I've had to work on. I'm not gonna lie. This may be one of the hardest. I'll mess with that later. Let's just get the main thing going here. Da-da-da-da-da. Go. We are okay. Looks a little funky, but it'll be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Sometimes things have to look a little funky to work. Okay. Now I need to do the hair. Well, first, I need to do the mouth and stuff, so let's do the mouth first. Okay. Link, you no longer need to be there. Thank you for your service. Get the fuck out. Yeah, still impressed by Nintendo just managing to do so much stuff with so few pickles. Yeah, I am too. I mean, I'm also impressed with myself with being able to do the same goddamn thing here, so. All right. We're almost done, though. We're almost done. For this, I'm going to go ahead, and once more, I'm going to go to... I didn't... Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little bit copy-paste again. Just because it'll make it a lot easier. On me. Which right now, that is what matters. And I am going to copy. Control N. Paste. I'm going to drag this over here. So good. Even 32-bit sprite ain't enough for that to not look. With white hair and white eye. Yeah. White hair is hard to do with 16, 32, and good luck with 8-bit. Just good luck. When I'm doing this, I can do a little something as well with it, which is I'm not going to need to worry as much about this. Do that. Take that. Do shading. Like that. Control V. Grab. Oh, no. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. You know, maybe I should do this one on a different layer. Hold up. There we go. I'll do this one next. We're going to focus on getting this one done first. All right. Layer 1. We're going to go properties. We're going to put it down to about there. We can bring it back up later. For now, though, we just want to make sure that it's not covering up the parts that's not supposed to cover up. You know? Okay. Now I can go properties. Do that. And then we're going to take this, and we're going to go ahead and just... I'm going to do a little bit of that. There we go. Now that looks right. And we can go to the outline layer. Get rid of that and that. We're going to grab that. And on layer 1, we're just gonna... Oh! Did I done fuck something up? I did. There we go. Okay, so we're just gonna do. There we go. There we go. That'll be fine. It's like her twin tails are in front of her arm, but the rest of her hair is behind her arms. There we go. I think that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. We do that. Perfect. Okay. All right, now I need to take care of, well, first, gonna merge that down because we're not messing with this anymore. That's done. Now we need to do this. Ah, enjoy your look there, Kinnan. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. You'll see 2 tabs with the same Fox morning as your shirt, but that's all good. Mm-hmm. Calling me out. I see. Understandable. Ab day. All right. Let's move this down because it needs to be about right there. Then this, I need to go ahead and grab. As such, bring it in by about that. If you didn't want to be called out, you would be unpredictable. Yeah. I'd be a little more unpredictable. You right. All right, I need to get the eye going right here. Maybe not there. Let's try. Ooh, no, it would have to be up, up. Ooh, that's not looking as good as I would hope. All right, but we're gonna do the same thing for layer 2 here. We're gonna go to properties, bring it down to about 59. And we're just gonna delete what should be behind the arm. Okay. 2 properties. Like that. Then we're gonna do that. I'm gonna adjust this. This way. That looks better. Okay. Then I need to take this ever so slightly. Add it there. Or maybe a darker one, actually. Like that. Then let's turn off the outline real quick so I can see better. That doesn't look half bad, honestly. I think I need to mess with the arm here a little bit. Arm just doesn't look right as is. So we're gonna do that. Grab that. Put a little more green there. Maybe not that much. Maybe about like that. She's starting to look a bit like Stretch Armstrong right here, but I sort of have to. I have to. All right. There we go. That's better, I think. No, we need it with that turn. We need it with the turn there. Well, in general shape of your character is finished. Now you just got to figure out the shading. Yeah, shading, that actually comes a lot easier than the other stuff. Let me tell you. Once you get the flats down, the shading is so much easier. All this for one pose on your end. Ooh, oof. It just be that way sometimes, you know? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna merge that layer down. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. There we go. All right, so far so good. I need to save. I haven't saved in this the entire last 2.5 hours. There we are. It took some doing, but I got it. Huzzah. Just gonna... That... Yeah, that'll work. I need to just do that. Maybe a little bit of that. Yeah, that'll work. I can also trim this up a little bit. No, leave that there. That look better? Yeah, that looks more leaning. All right. And then I'll just round off these corners a little bit. Nah. Well, maybe the rounded corners would be good, because she does have more of a round dress than a pointed dress. But whenever in movement, you know. Yeah, that's not gonna work there. That has to be pointed. All right, now there's 3. Oh, what are the odds? What are the odds? All right, but yeah, I think we got it. I think we're done. Okay, I can close that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete the outline layer, don't need that. We're gonna merge down. We're done with the hard part. The hard part is over. The easy part is next. I kid you not. We don't have to worry about hardly anything anymore. Okay, because now what I can do is just duplicate. Move to right there. We're gonna go back to Link. Do you hear 4? Oh. Now let's see rates. True. Which she's gonna be going for about 10 hours, so I don't think that's gonna happen here today. Alright, so we need to get Magical Shield. That's what we need. That's what we need. So we just need to go ahead and take this. And this. This. As well as this. Copy. Control, not Control, but Shift N, Control V. All right. And we are going to modify the magical shield. Don't you worry. We're going to make it to where it looks unique. Okay. Because one, we have to change the color of it. Otherwise, it's not going to match the rest. Okay, get that on there. Let's go ahead and... Let's see. We'll go ahead and... Brush. Now I should be able to make the fox face like I wanted to earlier. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. Might still be a little hard to do. Let's actually lower this. There we go. Lower it. There we go. Now I can go bop, bop. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. Take that. Not quite the same there. You know what? That's close enough. That's close enough. See that? So it looks like it's actually the same from the side. All right. All right. Probably convinced her for the bit. I don't think we could. She's in the middle of subathon. That might be a tall ask there. Shields. All right. Now I'm going to do this. Copy. Control N. Ooh. Sorry, Control V. Then I do this. It's real easy when you know the shield is just like that the entire time. Does it look a little funky? Yeah, but it was bound to be that way. Even Link looks a little funky with it, so. Control C, Control V. Bring it in, maybe like this? No, right. We'll put it right there. Control V. There we go. All right. Shield part is done. Shield part is done. Eve. Magic shield. Merge that down. Okay. And then if we look at Link again, one thing you can realize is that whenever he has the magic shield, there is no special attack frame. So we can just go ahead and take care of this the old-fashioned way. Which is, we could say, you know what? We're pretty much done. Let's go ahead and grab the sword and get this shit done. Get this shit done. Actually, fuck it, we don't even need to grab the sword. We're done. We're actually done. I just realized we're 100% done now. Alrighty then. Hell yeah. Just do that. Grab these. All right. Yeah. I mean, I still want to go ahead and add the sword right here just because I can, but I know I don't need to, because the weapon sprites, they're separate from Link himself, you know? Because the way they play it out, since, you know, they're a different color from Link, is the fact that, well, they play the sprite animation from underneath the sprite. So you've got the top layer, you got the middle layer, and then you get the background layer. Top layer is what Link and the enemy sprites are on, and then the background layer is just the floor, water, stuff like that. And the middle layer is the attacks. So they just slide the attack out from the middle layer. We're done. We're done. Is it the best sprite in the world? No. But it is done. It is done, and that's what matters. I'm going to separate these to be walking, attacks, and then item grabs. There we go. Now to make sure that we have this saved in a proper size, we're gonna go ahead and do bada bing. 1, merge this entire thing. Merge down, copy, Control N, Control V. I'm gonna create another layer just because. Put this layer up here. And for the background, we're gonna use purple. There we go. And I'll export it as a transparent PNG as well as like this to make it easier to go ahead and cut out. May not be the best move, but it's the only one of its kind. Exactly. Exactly. All right, I'm going to close the link spreadsheet real quick. I'm also going to save this just because. Control S. And then this one, I'm going to file, export as, choose file, D drive, where's my documents? There we go. Aseprite, Zelda style, Zelda 1, Eve, and this going to be Sprite sheet, Z1 Eve sheet, W background. Okay. And pretty much the with background one, you know, I'm going to export it. I'm going to hold up. Original size. All right, export. Yep, it's PNG, that's fine. Then we're gonna do the exact same thing again. And it was this, okay. Then we're gonna also make it bigger so that she can show it off if she wants to. We're gonna put it at around 400. So 4 times size. And then we're also going to remove the background. We're going to export this as a proper transparent PNG. 100. Transparent original size. I did export that at the right size, right? Yeah, okay, put it back. Okay, good. All right, we're done. We're Dunyan rings. Hell yeah. I can close this down, but before I close it down, I'm gonna say, damn, that turned out good, if I do say so myself. But yes, I'm gonna wrap this up by saying, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider hitting that follow button. It helps quite a bit. We're going to raid off to Eve because, you know, she is live right now and we do like to raid her while she's doing her subathon and also just in general. But yes, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate the last one if you haven't been here. And yeah, above all else, have a great day, folks.